The door slammed shut behind me as I stormed into the dimly lit apartment, my hands shaking with rage and betrayal. Leilani stood there, her eyes wide with shock, holding the phone that had just revealed everything. Messages from my own sister, plotting to undermine our relationship for the sake of family honor. In that instant, the undercover role I'd taken on as her girlfriend, meant to uncover corporate espionage at her father's firm, crumbled into something terrifyingly real, leaving me questioning if I'd ever been pretending at all. My name is Kendall Reyes, and this mess started 3 months ago when my boss at the private investigation firm handed me the file. Leilani Thompson, he said, sliding the folder across his desk. Daughter of Elijah Thompson, CEO of Thompson Tech. We suspect she's leaking trade secrets to a rival company. Get close to her, pose as a romantic interest if you have to. She's openly gay, so that angle might work. I stared at the photo inside. Leilani, mid-20s like me, with that effortless beauty, dark curls framing her face, a smile that could light up a room. I wasn't straight, but I'd buried that part of myself years ago, after my conservative Filipino-American family made it clear that anything outside the norm wasn't welcome. I'm not sure I'm the right fit, I muttered, but the paycheck was too good to pass up. Rent in San Francisco doesn't pay itself. The plan was simple. Bump into her at a tech networking event, strike up a conversation, and infiltrate her life. But from the first moment our eyes met across the crowded ballroom, something twisted inside me. She was laughing with a group of colleagues, her red dress hugging her curves in a way that made my pulse quicken. I approached, feigning interest in her work on AI ethics, and by the end of the night we were exchanging numbers. Our date started innocently enough. A coffee here, a walk in Golden Gate Park there. I fed my boss tidbits. Her father's company was indeed vulnerable, but nothing pointed to Leilani as the leak. Yet, the more time I spent with her, the more the lines blurred. She opened up about her strained relationship with her parents, her African-American father, a self-made millionaire, and her white mother, a socialite who cared more about appearances than anything else. They want me to marry some guy from a good family, she confessed one evening over sushi. But I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. Her words hit too close to home. In my mind, I replayed the arguments with my own parents. Kendall, think about your future. No daughter of ours is going to live like that. I dated men to appease them, but it always felt hollow. With Leilani, though, the conversations flowed naturally, her touch on my arm sending sparks I hadn't felt in years. Was this the job, or was it me finally admitting what I'd suppressed? One night after a movie, she leaned in and kissed me softly under the streetlights. My heart raced, not from fear of blowing my cover, but from the warmth spreading through my chest. I've wanted to do that since we met, she whispered. I kissed her back, telling myself it was part of the act, but my inner voice screamed otherwise. What are you doing, Kendall? This isn't you. Or is it? As weeks passed, the deception weighed heavier. I hacked into her emails under the guise of helping with her laptop, finding nothing incriminating. But I did discover her journal entries. Raw, vulnerable thoughts about feeling trapped by societal expectations, about wanting a love that was real. Reading them felt like invading her soul, and guilt gnawed at me. My boss pressed for results. Dig deeper. Get into her family's inner circle. So I did. Leilani invited me to a family dinner at their sprawling estate in the hills. Her father eyed me suspiciously, his booming voice laced with judgment. So you're the one my daughter's been seeing. What do you do, Kendall? I lied smoothly about being a freelance coder, but inside I was unraveling. Her mother pulled her aside, whispering harshly, "This phase needs to end. Think about the family name." That night, as we lay in her bed, nothing more than holding each other, I whispered, "I understand the pressure." She turned to me, tears in her eyes. "You do? My parents act like my sexuality is a choice I can just switch off." I wanted to confess everything then, but the words stuck in my throat. Instead, I held her closer, my mind racing with conflicting thoughts. This is wrong. You're using her. But God, it feels right. The turning point came when I overheard a conversation at the firm. My boss was talking to a client. Turns out the rival company was a front for a corporate takeover bid. They weren't after leaks. They wanted dirt on Elijah Thompson to force a buyout. And I was the pawn. Horror washed over me. I'd been manipulating Leilani for nothing but greed. I confronted my boss the next day. This is unethical. I'm out. He laughed. Too late, Kendall. You've already got the access we need. Panic set in. If I walked away, they'd find someone else. If I stayed, I'd destroy her. That evening, Leilani called excited. My dad's throwing a gala. Come as my date? It'll be our first public thing. I agreed, but dread filled me. At the event, amid champagne and whispers, I spotted my sister Maria. Wait, what was she doing here? She worked in PR. But seeing her chatting with Leilani's father sent alarms blaring. Later, I snuck into the study, hacking the family computer. There it was. Evidence of embezzlement, not from Leilani, but from her uncle. But as I downloaded files, Maria walked in. Kendall? What the hell? She confessed. Our parents had set her up to save me from this lifestyle, allying with the Thompsons to break us up. Betrayal hit like a freight train. My own family plotting against me. I rushed out, finding Leilani. We need to talk. But before I could, the gala erupted. Security dragging out a whistleblower. Chaos ensued, and in the midst, Leilani grabbed my hand. What's going on? I pulled her aside, heart pounding. Leilani, I haven't been honest. But sirens wailed outside, police tipped off by my boss. Everything was falling apart. The police lights flashed through the gala windows, casting erratic shadows on the panicked crowd. Leilani's grip tightened on my arm, her eyes searching mine for answers. Kendall, what's happening? And why do you look like you're about to run? I swallowed hard, the weight of my lies pressing down like a vice. I was sent to get close to you. It was a job undercover. But it's not what you think. Her face crumpled, a mix of confusion and hurt. A job? What do you mean? Before I could explain, her father barreled toward us, face red with fury. Leilani, get away from her. She's a spy. The word hung in the air like a death sentence. Guests whispered, phones out, capturing the drama. Leilani stepped back, betrayal etching deep lines on her forehead. Is this true? Her voice cracked, and in that moment, I saw the trust we'd built shatter. I nodded, tears stinging my eyes. At first, yes. But Leilani, I fell for you. For real. She shook her head, turning away as security escorted me out. Outside, rain poured down, mirroring the storm inside me. How had I let it get this far? My mind replayed every kiss, every confession. Were they all tainted now? The next morning, I woke in my tiny apartment, phone buzzing with missed calls from my boss, my sister, and worst of all, Leilani. I ignored them all, curling into a ball. Guilt consumed me. I'd invaded her privacy, used her vulnerability against her. But deeper still was the ache of loss. Pretending had awakened something in me. A truth I denied for so long. Was I really gay? Or had the role just confused me? Maria showed up at my door, pounding until I let her in. Kendall, listen, Mom and Dad made me do it. They think this is a phase, that you're ruining your life. I laughed bitterly. Ruining my life? They've been controlling it since day one. Forcing me into boxes I don't fit. We argued for hours, her defending our parents' love. Me unleashing years of resentment. You don't get it, Maria. Hiding who I am has been killing me. With Leilani I felt alive. She paused, eyes softening. Is it real then? Your feelings for her? I nodded, the admission freeing yet terrifying. Yes. And now I've destroyed it. She left with a promise to talk to our parents, but I doubted change. Filipino culture runs deep. Family honor above all. How could I expect them to accept this? Desperate for redemption, I called Leilani. Voicemail. Please let me explain. It started as a job, but you changed everything. No response. Days blurred into a haze of self-doubt. I quit the firm, burning bridges, but the damage was done. Then a text from her. Meet me at the park. We need to talk. My heart soared and sank simultaneously. What if this was goodbye? At the park, she sat on our usual bench, looking smaller, more fragile. Why? Was her first word. I poured it out, the setup, the corporate plot, my growing feelings. I never meant to hurt you. But being with you, it made me face myself. She listened, tears streaming. You used me, Kendall. Pretended to care while spying on my family. I reached for her hand, but she pulled away. It wasn't all pretend. The kisses, the nights we talked till dawn, That was me, the real me. Silence stretched. My parents are furious, she said finally. Dad's company is under investigation now, thanks to whatever you uncovered. And Mom, she says this proves I can't trust anyone like us. Like us? I echoed. She nodded. Gay women. Society already stacks the deck against us. Family pressure, judgment, fear of being outed. And now this betrayal from someone I thought loved me. Her words pierced me. I'd reinforced every stereotype, every fear. I'm so sorry, I whispered. I want to make it right. How? By lying more. She stood pacing. Inside, her mind must have been a whirlwind. Can I forgive her? Is love worth the risk? The societal weight, being a black lesbian in a world that often erases or vilifies us, made trust fragile. We talked for hours, raw and unfiltered. She admitted her own doubts. I rushed into this because you seemed perfect, but maybe I was ignoring red flags. I confessed my family's role. My sister was in on it, trying to save me from myself. Leilani's eyes widened. Your own family? That's messed up. It was, a clash of cultures, generations, where love was conditional on conformity. As the sun set, she softened slightly. I need time, Kendall. This hurts too much. I nodded, watching her walk away. A piece of me leaving with her. Back home, my parents called. We heard everything, Mom said, voice stern. Come home. We can fix this. Fix what? Me? Rage boiled over. There's nothing to fix. I'm gay, Mom. And I love her. Silence then, Dad. We raised you better. The call ended, leaving me isolated. Had I chosen love over family? Was it worth it? Days later, news broke. Thompson tech scandal exposed embezzlement by Leilani's uncle. Her father thanked an anonymous tip, which was me. But instead of gratitude, it fueled more drama. Family rifts, public scrutiny. Leilani reached out again. Dad knows it was you. He's conflicted. The met secretly, tension thick. Why did you tip them off? She asked. Because it was the right thing. Even if it costs me everything. Our eyes locked, sparks igniting despite the pain. She leaned in, hesitating. I miss you, she admitted. But before anything could happen, her phone rang, her mother. Get home now. We need to discuss your future. Leilani sighed, the weight of expectation crushing her. As she left, I wondered, how much more could we endure? The societal pressures, the family betrayals, were they surmountable, or would they break us? The anonymous tip had ripple effects I hadn't anticipated. Thompson tech stock plummeted. Headlines screaming family betrayal at tech giant. Leilani's uncle was arrested, and her father in a press conference disowned him publicly. But behind closed doors, the family fractured further. Leilani confided in a late-night call. Dad blames me for bringing you into our lives. Says I should have seen through you. Her words stung, but I understood the deflection. Easier to blame the outsider than face internal rot. It's not your fault, I insisted. None of this is. She paused, voice trembling. But it is, Kendall. I let my guard down because I wanted so badly to believe in us. That confession haunted me. In my own family, the fallout was equally brutal. Maria tried mediating, but our parents stonewalled. They're praying for you, she said over coffee, thinking it's a demonic influence or something. I rolled my eyes, but inside it hurt. Growing up in a tight-knit community, church every Sunday, I'd internalized the shame. Now, embracing my identity meant losing them. Was love worth exile? My mind raced with what-ifs. What if I'd never taken the job? What if I'd come out sooner? The moral quandary twisted me, deception for a greater good. But at what cost? Leilani and I started meeting in secret, stolen moments in cafes or parks, away from prying eyes. Each time the tension built. Attraction mixed with unresolved anger. How do I know you're not still lying? She'd ask, her brown eyes piercing. I swear it's over. No more secrets. But doubt lingered, a poison seeping into every interaction. One afternoon as we walked hand in hand, defiantly despite risks, a passerby sneered, muttering slurs. Leilani flinched, pulling away. See? This is what we face every day. And you added to it. Guilt surged. Society's bigotry amplified our personal drama. For her, as a woman of color, The intersection of racism and homophobia made vulnerability dangerous. For me, cultural expectations clashed with personal truth. I'm fighting my own battles, I admitted. But I choose you. She softened, but caution remained. Choosing me means choosing this life. Out proud despite the hate. That night, I confronted my parents at their house in the suburbs. Mom opened the door, face etched with disappointment. Kendall, why are you doing this to us? To you? This is about me. We sat in the living room, tensions high. Dad paced. The community talks. Your aunts ask questions. How do we explain? Explain that your daughter is gay. And happy. But was I? The deception's aftermath left scars. They argued scripture, tradition. I countered with love, authenticity. God made me this way. Tears flowed, but no resolution. As I left, Mom whispered, "We love you, but we can't condone this." The rejection fueled my resolve. I texted Leilani. I told them, "It's done." Her reply, "Proud of you. Meet tomorrow." Our reunion was charged, embraces laced with desperation. "I forgive you," she said, but added, "Forgiveness doesn't erase the hurt." We talked boundaries, rebuilding trust. But external pressures mounted. Her mother ambushed us at a restaurant. "Leilani, this ends now. I've arranged a date with a nice young man from church." Leilani stood firm. "No, Mom. I'm with Kendall." The scene escalated, shouts, accusations. "You're throwing away your future for this phase." Her mother's words echoed societal disdain, moral judgments on our love. We left, shaken. In the car, Leilani broke down. "Why can't they see me? The real me?" I held her, my own doubts surfacing. Am I worth this pain? The ethical dilemma. Pushing her to defy family, risking isolation. Days later, a bombshell. My former boss leaked details of my undercover work to the press, framing me as a scorned lover seeking revenge. Headlines. Lesbian affair turns corporate sabotage. Our names splashed everywhere, outing us fully. Panic set in. Leilani's job suffered. Colleagues whispered, opportunities vanished. "This is what happens when you're out," she said bitterly. "Society punishes us." I faced backlash too, harassing calls, online trolls. My family distanced further. "See what this lifestyle brings." Dad emailed. But amid the chaos, we clung together. Late nights, we'd lie awake sharing fears. "Do you regret us?" I'd ask. "Never," she'd reply, but her eyes betrayed uncertainty. The drama intensified when her father called a family meeting. "Choose us or her." Leilani hesitated, the ultimate test. "I love you all, but I can't deny who I am." She walked out, choosing me, but at what price? Disinheritance loomed, emotional voids gaped. As we navigated the fallout, I questioned my choices. Was exposing the truth heroic or selfish? Had I dragged her into my mess? A turning point came at a support group for LGBTQ+ individuals facing family rejection. Hearing stories mirrored ours, cultural clashes, moral debates. One woman shared, "Sometimes loving yourself means letting go." Inspired, Leilani confronted her parents again. "This isn't a choice. It's me." Her father surprisingly listened. "I don't understand, but I don't want to lose you." A crack in the armor, progress but fragile. My own family remained silent, a wound festering. Yet, as high as hopes rose, betrayal struck again. Maria confessed. "I leaked some info to the press. To force you back to normal." Rage exploded. "How could you?" Our sisterly bond snapped. "For family? Or jealousy?" She cried. "I thought I was helping." The moral gray area. Good intentions paving hell's road. Leilani supported me through it. We've both been betrayed by those we love. But we have each other. As tensions peaked, a job offer came for Leilani. In New York, away from the mess. "Come with me," she asked. The decision loomed. Uproot my life, leave family behind? The stakes were high, emotions raw. The New York offer hung over us like a lifeline, or a noose. Leilani paced our temporary hideout, a friend's apartment in Oakland. "It's a fresh start, Kendall. Away from the scandals, the families." Her eyes pleaded, but fear lurked beneath. I hesitated, mind swirling with consequences. Leaving meant abandoning any hope of reconciling with my parents. severing ties to my roots. What if it's running away? We need to face this. She sighed, frustration evident. Facing it has cost us everything. My job here is tainted, yours is gone. Society won't let us forget. The debate raged internally. Was relocation a coward's choice or self-preservation? Morally, did we owe our families persistence or ourselves peace? That night, dreams plagued me, visions of Leilani walking away, my family turning their backs. Waking in sweat, I realized. Love demanded sacrifice, but which one? We argued the next day. If we stay, the pressure will break us, she insisted. Out there, we can be us without judgment. But judgment follows everywhere, I countered. Running won't heal the wounds. Her face hardened. So what? Stay and fight a losing battle. The tension escalated, words sharp as knives. You're scared, she accused, of committing fully to this life. She was right. Deep down, societal conditioning whispered doubts. Is this wrong? The ethical tug-of-war, personal happiness versus familial duty. In the midst, her mother called. Come home, Leilani. We'll forget this ever happened. Temptation flickered in her eyes. What if I go alone? She mused later. Panic gripped me. Don't. We can make it work. But trust issues resurfaced. How do I know you won't leave me there? Hurt flashed. After everything, you still doubt? The cycle of pain continued, betrayal breeding more. Seeking clarity, I visited a therapist, unpacking layers. Suppressed identity, deception's guilt, family's rejection. You must choose authenticity, she advised. But authenticity's price? Isolation. Leilani did the same, sharing. Therapy helped. But the world's not kind to women like us, especially Black women. Visibility comes with targets. Our conversations deepened, exposing vulnerabilities. I feel like I'm mourning the family I thought I had, she confessed. Me too, I echoed. Solidarity strengthened us, but external forces pressed. Then a breakthrough, my father called. Kendall, let's talk. Hope surged. At a neutral cafe, he sat rigidly. I don't approve, but you're my daughter. Tears welled. That's a start. He admitted fears, societal backlash, eternal damnation. But seeing you hurt, maybe I was wrong. The admission cracked my resolve. Perhaps staying could mend bridges. I shared with Leilani. This changes things. She nodded, but worry creased her brow. What about us? Us first, I promised. But the New York deadline loomed. Drama peaked when her uncle, out on bail, contacted her. I need help. The family's turning on me. She refused, but guilt ate at her. He was like a second father. Did I betray him by association? No, I said. He betrayed everyone. The moral complexity. Family loyalty versus justice. As we navigated, a public apology from my former boss surfaced, pressured by lawsuits. It cleared our names somewhat, but scars remained. With momentum, Leilani pushed back the job decision. Let's try rebuilding here. We attended Pride events, finding community, strength in numbers against isolation. But backlash hit. Online hate intensified, doxing threats. One night, eggs smashed our car window, slurs painted on. Fear gripped us. This is the price, Leilani whispered. Rage fueled me. We can't let them win. We reported it, but justice felt elusive. In the aftermath, intimacy grew, not physical but emotional. Sharing traumas bonded us deeper. I love you, I said one evening, meaning it fully. I love you too, she replied, but added. Love isn't always enough. Her words echoed, a foreshadowing. Family pulls strengthened. Her father invited us to dinner. Tentative olive branch. We went, nerves frayed. Her mother was cool but civil. If this makes you happy. Progress, hard won. My family followed suit, a awkward lunch. Mom hugged me stiffly. We're trying. Hope bloomed but fragile. As we left, Leilani squeezed my hand. Maybe we can have both. Yet doubt lingered. Was compromise possible? Or would old prejudices resurface? The climax came at a joint family gathering, unprecedented. Tension simmered. Subtle digs, uncomfortable silences. Then an outburst, my aunt. This isn't natural. Leilani defended. Love is love. Chaos ensued, arguments, tears. In the fray I stood firm. If you can't accept us, then goodbye. We left together, united. But the toll was heavy. That night Leilani broke. I can't keep fighting. The job in New York. I'm taking it. Heart-shattering, I asked. Without me. With you if you come. But I need change. The ultimatum. Follow or lose her. My mind raced. Sacrifice family, progress for love? Or stay, risking solitude? The decision weighed, ethics clashing, self versus relationship. In the end I chose her. I'm coming. But as we packed, resentment brewed. Had I given up too much? New York hit us like a whirlwind, bustling streets, anonymous crowds. Our tiny Brooklyn apartment felt like a sanctuary, far from California's chaos. Leilani thrived at her new job in AI development, her confidence blooming away from family scrutiny. This is freedom, she'd say, smiling genuinely for the first time in months. But for me the transition not. Job hunting in a new city was brutal, and homesickness crept in. Late nights I'd scroll through family photos, wondering if I'd made the right call. Do you regret it? Leilani asked one evening, sensing my distance. No, I lied, but the truth simmered. I traded one set of pressures for another. Isolation hit harder here. No support network, just us against the world. Societal whispers followed. Stares in public, microaggressions reminding us we were other. Internal conflicts resurfaced. What if my parents were right? I think guilt twisting. The moral debate. Had fleeing been cowardly? Abandoning chances for change? Leilani noticed my withdrawal. Talk to me, Kendall. Over dinner I confessed. I miss them. The move feels like running. She nodded empathetically. I miss mine too. But staying would have suffocated us. We vowed to bridge gaps, video calls, tentative outreach. First call with my parents was awkward. How's the city? Mom asked, avoiding deeper topics. Dad chimed. We pray for you. Progress? Or stagnation? Leilani's family was warmer. Her father even visited, awkward hugs exchanged. I'm trying to understand, he admitted. Her mother sent care packages, a silent truce. But as stability grew, cracks appeared in our relationship. The undercover origins haunted. Sometimes I wonder if it's all built on lies, Leilani admitted during an argument. It's not. I protested, but doubt seeded. Therapy helped unpack. Trust rebuilt brick by brick. Yet, external drama intruded. A former colleague outed Leilani's past scandal at work. Whispers turning to exclusion. See? It follows us, she cried. Rage-fueled action. I supported her complaint, watching her fight back. I won't hide anymore. Her resilience inspired, but exhaustion mounted. In quiet moments we'd reflect. The prices paid, lost jobs, strained families, emotional scars. Was it worth it? A pivotal moment. Pride Parade in NYC. Marching hand in hand, surrounded by allies, empowerment surged. This is us, Leilani whispered. But post-parade, a call from Maria. Mom's sick. Come home. Panic struck. I have to go, I told Leilani. She understood, but fear flickered. Don't let them pull you back. The flight home was turbulent, mind racing. Duty versus self. At the hospital, Mom looked frail. Kendall, she whispered. We talked real raw. I was scared of losing you to that world. That world is my world, I said gently. Dad joined, tears in eyes. We've been wrong. Come back with her sometime. Hope reignited. I returned to New York, sharing the news. Leilani beamed. Maybe reconciliation is possible. We planned a visit, both families. Nerves high, but optimism prevailed. The gathering was tense but transformative. Stories shared, prejudices challenged. Leilani's poise won them over. My authenticity shone. Yet not all healed. Subtle judgments lingered, moral debates unspoken. Is acceptance genuine or conditional? As we built this new normal, reflections deepened. The journey, deception to truth, betrayal to forgiveness, taught harsh lessons. Love demanded courage, but society's chains tested it relentlessly. In the end we stood stronger but forever changed. The costs. Emotional bankruptcy, familial rifts mended partially. But the gains. Authenticity, unbreakable bond. Looking back, the undercover pretense had been the catalyst. exposing not just corporate secrets, but our hidden selves. Was it all predestined or a series of flawed choices? The ethical grayness persisted. And so the question remains. In the pursuit of truth and love, is deception ever justifiable? Or does it always exact a price too high to pay?